kids. Giving back to my community. We're growing justice in a natural way. Making a difference every day in the big, big garden. Meet me in the big, big garden.
Welcome to the Big Garden Farm to School Spring Edition. Today we are going to talk all about seeds. Red seeds, white seeds, yellow seeds, purple seeds, multicolored seeds, all different kinds. And we're going to talk about the different uses that people have used seeds for since life itself. We have two objectives today. The first will be students will all be able to identify 5 different seeds. And the second is students will be able to describe 3 different uses for seeds. Today I will be showing everybody how to make 2 forms of seed balls, and one is to plant and one is to eat, so it's edible. Let's begin in Peru, where the hairuru seed originates from. The seed comes from a pod that grows on a tree. The hairuru is one from lowland Peru, where the Inca civilizations thrived hundreds of years ago. The indigenous people of the area and many other areas in South America still claim that the hairuru's importance as a source of good luck and riches, and use the seeds to make beautiful jewelry and other forms of art. Mosaics are another art form that seeds make a good medium for. A mosaic is an image made out of many small pieces. I made this buffalo. Can you guess what seeds I used? That's right, corn, beans, and peas. Now that we've explored seeds as art, let's take a look at what seeds are really known for: making more seeds. In our Seeds for Seeds activity, we will be making a magic seed ball to plant as soon as the ground is no longer frozen. Here in Nebraska, that usually means sometime between March and April. Have you ever heard the phrase, April showers bring spring flowers? That is because in the springtime there tends to be a lot of rain and sunshine. And rain and sunshine is what a seed needs to grow. Once a seed decides it wants to grow into a full plant, that is when we get to enjoy its fruits, flowers, medicines, and vegetables that it provides. But before the plant is done for the winter, guess what they do? You're right, they make more seeds so more plants can grow next year. Today we will be creating balls with seeds of wild bergamot seed. Now these are wild bergamot seeds that we saved here from our Big Garden campus last year. And they are the tiniest little seeds ever. Okay, the next thing we need is our magic mix, which is this right here. Magic mix is made up of potting soil, clay, and compost, and it provides everything that the seeds need to germinate. So we're going to pinch off a size of magic mix about the size of a nickel. And we're going to need to form it in the shape of a ball. So I'm going to first pinch it into a semi-ball, and then I'm going to roll it like I would roll Play-Doh or modeling clay or anything like that. So now I have my nickel-sized ball. Now it's time to drop your tiny little bergamot seeds in there. So in order to do that, we're going to create a little hole with the tip of a pencil. And now the tricky part is picking up these tiny little seeds and dropping 2 of them into that tiny little hole. So what I tend to do is just go down with the base of my finger. I picked up 3, which is okay. I'm going to knock one down and then very carefully drop them into that hole. Now we have to pinch the hole shut so the seeds stay in there. Then I'm going to roll it just a little bit more to keep it in the ball shape. Last but not least, we want to allow our bergamot balls to dry. And this only takes a couple of hours. But if you need to take them home before those 2 hours are over, I suggest you put them in a little Ziploc baggie because the clay tends to crumble a little bit as it dries. And then once you get them home, you get to decide where you want to plant them. Now, seeds need two things. They need sunshine and they need water. So especially wild bergamot seeds, they're a native seed. They're an indigenous seed from here in Nebraska. And so they like a lot of full sun. So if you can find a very sunny spot, that would be perfect. The next thing that you'll need to do is water your seeds. So make sure you have either a watering can or you're by a hose outside where you can go and give it a little bit of water. You don't want to overhydrate them and you don't want them to be thirsty, but you just want them to stay slightly moist. Our seeds also need protection. So make sure you mark with a tag where you plant your seeds. Make sure it's in an area that's not accidentally going to get mowed. And also be an advocate for your seeds and encourage your family not to use chemicals like Roundup, because that will kill the seeds and it will make the medicine that the plant is providing invaluable. You won't be able to use it because those chemicals will have tainted that plant. Who likes to eat? I sure do. Have you ever had a snack made entirely of seeds though? Today I'm going to teach you how to make one. We're going to make a seed ball that's made out of all seeds except one ingredient, which is honey, which comes from our friends the bees. So the first thing we'll need to start is a large bowl, a wooden spoon, and all these ingredients. Okay, so the first ingredient we're going to add is oatmeal, quick oatmeal. So oatmeal is oats. And actually, each one of these are seeds. So when you have oatmeal in the morning, or if you have oatmeal chocolate chip cookies or anything like that, you're eating seeds. Cereal, all cereal seeds too. So that was 2 cups. The next thing we need is sun butter. Sun butter is very similar to peanut butter, but it is not a nut, it's a seed. So those people who have nut allergies, this is a really great alternative. And it tastes very similar. So we need 1 cup of sunflower seed butter. So I got 1 cup. Okay, now we're going to explore a few different types of seeds that are not all that common, but we're going to add them to our seed balls to bring some extra fun seedy flavor. So the first one are the white sesame seeds. You might be familiar with these from like Asian cuisine, like beef and broccoli. They usually sprinkle these on top. Also, some of our favorite local hamburger joints have buns with sesame seeds on it, sesame seed buns. So those little seeds on top are these. Sesame seeds also come in a brown color and a black color. So we're going to put 1/4 cup of sesame seed. The next one are hemp seeds. And these are really great. They're kind of fruity. I just started eating them a couple weeks ago, and they're a great thing to add to like smoothies and toast even. Kind of nutty, buttery flavor. Whoops, that's okay. We're going for 1/4 cup, but if you add a little more, that's okay. Our last seed are sunflower seeds, so we have sunflower butter. Now we're gonna add some sunflower seeds. A little extra. Okay, so this is what our seeds look like so far. We have a variety in there. And our last ingredient is our non-seed, which is our honey. And we are going for 3/4 cup honey. So we have 12 ounces in here. 8 ounces is a cup. So let's say 8 ounces is like right where the head starts. We're gonna pour this part in instead of measuring it. Because honey, once you transfer honey to like a measuring cup and then into the bowl, you're not getting all the honey because it's so sticky. And the honey is also something you can work in gradually because now you have this big ball of sticky that you have to mix together. So let's mix. Okay, now for the final ingredient. I thought it was honey, but then I forgot that chocolate bits. Chocolate comes from a bean as well. So we're going to pour 1 cup. I'm going to do one final stir. You really got to put your muscles into it. And for this last part, a perfect size seed ball for eating is about the size of a quarter. I just finished washing my hands and I'm going to dive in and start making the seed balls. So about a quarter size, same thing as the other seed ball. Take it, pinch it, roll it. Lay it down to dry. I'm using this cute little heart bowl, but you can use parchment paper, a plate, anything. Nothing fancy is required. And these, store them in a sealed container or a Ziploc baggie. They'll last for about a week. There's plenty of opportunities to eat them throughout the day if they're visible and just kind of out. And kids really like them. My daughter actually really likes them. And I love them too. What I've found myself doing is not even rolling them into balls, but just kind of eating the batter in a bowl. So there's a variety of ways to do it too. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn all about seeds and different ways that we use them. We talked about seed as art and seed as jewelry. We also made some seed balls to plant once the ground has thawed. And we finished off with making a sweet snack with edible seeds and a honey seed ball. So please remember to take your seed balls home and keep them in a safe place until the ground is thawed, which shouldn't be too long from now. Keep tabs of where you plant them. Encourage your family and your neighbors and your friends to not use any chemicals like Roundup because that will kill the plants. And don't forget to water. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.